William Wallace, born in 1270 in UK, died on 23rd August 1305 in London. William Wallace said, "Every man dies, not every man lives." Sir William Wallace was a Scottish knight who became one of the main leaders during the First War of Scottish Independence, along with Andrew Murray. Wallace defeated an English army at the Battle of Stirling Bridge in September 1297. Following the trial, Wallace was crowned with a grand garland of oak to suggest he was king of the outlaws, then stripped naked and dragged through the city at the heels of a horse. William Wallace was hanged, drawn and quartered, strangled by hanging, but released while he was still alive, emasculated, eviscerated, and his bowels burned before him, beheaded, then cut into 4 parts. His preserved head, dipped in tar, was placed on a pike atop London Bridge. William Wallace said, "Every man dies, not every man lives." Every man dies in the sense whatever work has been given to you. If you do not take it as your own, you never become a master. You're looking at the time, you're looking at the salary, you're looking at the benefit. When you hang on to these 3 stages, then you keep dying. When you leave these 3 stages, always Big Brother is watching. And then your reputation changes. You become a master. And once you become a master, master is very close to the divine, very close to the God, and you are God. People respect you. When respect flows, there is no poverty for you as well as for the other people. When respect flows, every word what you said is gospel of truth. Everything, every movement you make, it looks like a 1,000-man warrior, the roar of a 1,000-man warrior. And when you talk, 1,000 people listen, and you walk, 1,000 people follows you. William Wallace said, "Every man dies." Yes, the death happens when you do not burn your body at the slowest fire. Every man dies. Yes, almost everybody is dying because everything was available on the plate. Apart from that, to boil your every cell in the brain and to penetrate deeper, you have to use your body. When you use your body, you become conscious. When you work very, very hard, when you practice very, very hard, whether it's your art or whatever it is. When you practice, you know, the saying goes, you eat 7 times. Yes, 7 times. You cannot eat, you have to put 2 fingers and you vomit. Again you eat. The stomach, you got around 7 stomach to fill it. When you eat 7 times, you can work 7 times. Yes, work very, very hard 7 times. And as you penetrate deeper, you see an orgasmic experience of power coming up, which can never stop. And then you don't look at the left or right. There was a Russian dancer, was very popular, it seems. He was dancing on the stage, and a time came, he jumped and he was sat on the air, and the whole crowd was shocked. After the dance, all the photographers ran to him and asked him, "Oh, how did you do that?" And he said, "I do not know. Can you demonstrate once again so that we can click properly?" He said, "When I was dancing, I was just dancing. It happened. I did not do it myself. It happens. You are not doing of yourself. When you're deep in love, deep intimate love with your subject, with the thing you're doing, it is orgasmic, yes. You're respected. People rush to you. There is no death in that. There is live performance. 1,000 times when you practice and go to the stage, you are an actor. Then every actor, along with the script writers and the filmmakers, knows everything has been done. Every man dies. That script should not die. By your script, by entertaining the people, you should not kill the society. Society so much depends on you. A huge amount of society, not on the political leaders. The film actors and the filmmakers are gods. I don't know about other countries, but basically here, people get hypnotized by everything what you said. So it is your duty not to kill the people, but to make sure not to bring always king stories and political stories. Try to find what you can give back to the people. Yes, talk to them about how to eradicate poverty, how to work very hard, and how to use the nature like the rainwater, convert it into grey water, black water harvesting, drip irrigation, trenches, and sunlight converted into solar, so you get enough lights, all those things, and how to grow your own vegetables, what medicine is very good. Those are people are called kings. Those people are called the real people who are living. The filmmakers should make it. Every man dies. He dies because he's not deeply involved. Now as time passes, people without acting, using the back support, using the influence, they become actors, they become filmmakers. No, those are not. You do not enter into a subject which you do not know. You are dying, you are killing others also. Every man dies, not every man lives. When you live, yes, there is a glow in your eyes. When you live, everything what you said has got a song. When you live, parents get up before the children, early morning, before the sunrise. In Indian time, I can say it is morning 4:30, early morning 4:30. Everybody gets up. Before the children gets up, not only the wife and the husband, grandfather and grandmother, everybody who was senior, they get up early morning, and by 5 o'clock they're ready, cleaning up the house, lighting up the lamp. When you clean up the house, open all the windows and doors, allowing all the evil and the negative things to go out and allowing the fresh air to come inside, the first rays of sunlight to walk inside your house, and then you are ready. You drank 5 glasses of water, you flushed it out, you brushed it up, and then you did your warming up exercise. Then you open your heart and your body to the sun, and then you do sun prostration. In India, it is called Surya Namaskar, 12-step sun prostration, which stretches every part of your body, and you cannot find anything, any excess fat lying down. And that is medicine, and that is healthy. That makes you to live. And then as you do that, when you lit the lamp, you sing a song called bhajan in India, a prayer song, whatever it is. A prayer song keeps going, and that is the first song, not the bird song which the children hear, and the song is so beautiful. It is called the bhajan, it's called the slokas. It's got everything has got a meaning. It can be in Sanskrit or whatever it is, but it is a song sang by the parents and by the elders in the house. Hearing the song, you do not have to wake up the children, get up, get up. Hearing the song, they get up, and they also join hands with you to do the Surya Namaskar. That not every man lives. He said that is the time you live. Every man dies, not every man lives. Every man dies, not every man lives. Man and not living. If he's living, this is the basic structure. Yes, and then you go to your field. You practice your culture, your Samskriti, morning before you allow the children to go to the school and the people go to the offices. The first stability, you do it in your house. The connecting link, that was what William Wallace was trying to explain deep down. Many people did not understand. He said every man dies. Yes. If you are not moving, if you do not understand your freedom, if you cannot utilize every part of your body, one drop of milk left in the udder of the HF cow will fall sick and you lose the profit. And that's a body. He was saying, every man dies. You are dying because you are leaving your energy every day back into your body. That energy has to be shared to the people. You work very, very hard, and you sweat, you squeeze every water from the body, and you can taste the salty taste. And then you can see from the bone, the oil coming out, no excess oil will be inside. You live like a man. Every man dies, not every man lives, said William Wallace. This is my 143rd short discourse.